Hi everybody, it's Christopher Nejman. Welcome back. Doing some more thread testing, metallic thread testing. In my last video I did a very intense lace design with several different brands of thread, and I told you don't blame the threads because it's usually the design. Now I want to show you something. This is an embroidery design. It's one of mine. It's from my bag book, Celebrity Bags. It was digitized for metallic threads. Right now I'm just doing all one color, and I've got Gunol thread on my Martel quick spin here, the quick spin that's made in the USA. And watch how this is beautifully sewing. In the last video, this thread was not holding up very well with that really dense lace design, because that lace design was not digitized for metallic threads. And this design that I'm showing you now was digitized for metallic threads. It's not a very heavily dense design, and you can see how beautiful and flawless this thread is sewing out. As always, we have a size 90 top stitch needle in. Now what I'm going to do is, when it asks for a thread change, I'm going to change brands of thread. Alright, so stay with me and I will go to the next color. Hang on now. Alright, I've got some thread shredding. Listen to it. You can see that spot right there where the thread was shredding. Let's see, where did all that shredding go to? Stop that. Right there you can see where the thread was shredding. Right here. Let me get my stylus so you can see better. Right here, you see that? And it was making that shredding sound. So I grabbed the camera and turned it back on, and I'm like, well, where did all the shredding go? It must have disappeared, because I don't see any in the thread path. That was odd. Let's go. Let's keep it going. Very pretty color. Nice shine. It's got beautiful shine. It looks really beautiful. But it's quite a fluke. That one was really a fluke. I'm sewing on canvas, cotton canvas, and I have tearaway stabilizer, just one little sheet. This is spray basted. It's a floating, what they call floating on there. I never did a lot of floating before with my other brand machines. And then when I got this Janome MC9900, their hoops came with these clamps. So I started to do floating with a basting stitch. I'm not a big fan of the basting stitch. It's awfully loose. I think in my designer software, I'm going to do a basting stitch in there and see if I can adjust the length of it, because I prefer a tighter basting stitch than what the machine is doing. and I haven't read anything yet where you can tighten the basting stitch. If it's if it's there, I haven't read it and I haven't seen it yet, so I just have to keep reading the book over and over in case I missed it. All right, so that was the first color. All right, so now let's change thread brand and see what's next. All right, so now we're going to use Madeira, metallic Madeira. We're going to do silver in my spool cup here, and you can see when I pull the thread out from the needle, watch how this spins. It spins and there's hardly any resistance. Remember what I said in all my videos on metallic threads, guys. Thread has to be fed from the side, either this way or horizontally has to be fed from the side like toilet paper. And when you're pulling the thread, the needle, if there's resistance, then you need to change whatever apparatus you're using to dispense the thread. Okay? Alright, so now we're down here. One thing I did notice about Janome machines, and I thought this was in my 9000 also, and I thought it was wasn't sure, but even with the presser foot down, the tension's not engaged until the machine is turned on, which I find really weird because you never know if your thread is in the tension disc properly. So for newbies, this is difficult because when they're threading, they don't know if that thread is in the tension disc properly. Normally on machines, when you lower your presser foot and pull the thread, you can't pull it because the tension is engaged. So I notice on this one though, the tension engages after the machine is started. Okay, next it's going to be Coates & Clark metallic thread in the copper color. And we'll see how this turns out. I'm going to use the Robeson Anton from my last video, and let's hit it. And there she is. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I used the brands of thread that I did in my last video to show you that when a design is digitized for metallic threads, every brand thread works, and it worked on this machine. You see? So just because my designs worked on the previous video had different results on this machine than on another machine, but when I switched designs, I had basically almost flawless results here, with the exception of one little fluke up there, which I showed you in the early part of this video. But wow, this is just beautiful. Let me pull this out. Alright, there it is. Love, love, love this. It's so pretty, so elegant. Isn't that elegant? Against this white background. Now do a satin stitch around here, a narrow satin stitch in metallic, and turn this into a pillow. It would be absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. Alright, I hope this helped you understand a little more about metallic threads, not to fear them. Whenever you have an issue, to think about the situation like I've been teaching you. Look at the product, and as you can see, the brands all worked. No matter where they were made, they worked. But it sure would be nice to have some brands made in America, wouldn't it? I mean, we used to a long time ago. But regardless, this design was American designed here, honey. This is from my book. And just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. I have to say that the metallic threads are just, like I said, I'm a bling guy at heart. So give it a try, everybody. Don't be afraid. And follow my videos so you don't feel frustrated, and that you can learn along the way, so you can have trouble-free sewing and enjoy such beautiful, shiny metallic threads. Alright, take care till my next video. Talk to you soon. Bye.